Alrighty, so we will now open the regular planning commission meeting of May 20th at 7 p.m. exactly. All rise for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
and
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Kevin, roll call please.
Patterson,
Here.
Barzik,
Here.
Panajasic, here. Shaw,
Here.
Rand, here.
Here.
Okay, did everybody get a chance to look over the agenda? Any changes, comments, anything you'd like to look at? Or we need a motion for tonight's agenda?
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Meeting minutes from the April 15th. Everybody had a chance to look over that, no comments?
No comments.
All right, we'll need a motion for that as well.
Motion to approve the meeting minutes of April 15th, 2024.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Oops. Yes, approved.
When is the planner supposed to start attending the meetings?
When we begin doing the master plan.
Master plan.
Yes, and it's looking like he will be able to attend every meeting.
Okay.
So make that a little bit easier to get through.
When do we plan on starting the master plan?
Very soon. We're just gonna finish up the ordinances and then we'll get going on it.
And what's left on the ordinances? And just this,
Final
this
approval.
here?
Tonight, we're going to have any discussion that we need, we'll ask for public comment. And then, once we go out of our meeting, our public hearing, we will have a motion to send it to the village for approval.
And how long do we expect them? Is it just they go through it once or?
I don't know, Mike, how
there
long
be
can we
changes?
expect
What's that?
for our council to go
Council.
over it? It should be at their next meeting.
Which is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, so maybe the meeting after. Can we do it that fast?
It'd have to be on Michelle's desk by Wednesday morning. Day
I
after
mean, it'll
tomorrow.
be on Michelle's desk tonight.
Okay.
I guess it's up to council whether to do it at this meeting or the following meeting.
Well, she'll put it on the agenda and then they'll choose whether they want to
Or review it.
review it. Everybody's supposed to review it in the week that they've got it before the meeting,
Okay,
but.
so probably at the
That
next
has
meeting,
happened.
so that's 3 weeks. Right,
So if it doesn't go on this one, get approved.
that's like 3 weeks away.
The 28th or
Second and fourth Monday.
the 10th?
And once they approve it, it doesn't have to come back to us, so that's it. Their approval's the final step.
We do have to make the motion that it's
Been accepted.
Accept
been
it.
accepted and approved by council and us, right?
You could accept it for file.
Okay.
Wouldn't hurt, but yeah, I don't think you have to.
We will have one more discussion, but yes, after council's done with it, it's pretty much finished. So,
Well, if council approves it as you presented it, you gotta open up the ordinance for more discussion and start over, and it's gotta go back to council again.
right, if they want any changes.
They want changes, and it's
Right.
back to us to approve or
Right, to go over it.
counter offer or whatever.
You're right, right. Well, Becky was right. We kind of set that a little far in advance.
We're too darn
We got
efficient.
5 more minutes.
Right.
Not right.
I'm sorry?
Wouldn't it?
No, we can't
I
slide,
better
we
not say that out loud.
can't just a clock forward 5 minutes.
Hey, I'm
That's-
not-
That's frowned upon.
I'm not nitpicking.
So they accidentally stand in front of the camera.
Right. Oh, thank you much. Yeah, we'll make sure that this goes to Becky this time. She left me a note even. Make sure not to pick it up. No. Well, to check off more on the agenda, is there any public comment before we go into the public hearing?
I have a public comment.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Sam Belkey. I live at 73715 South Fulton. As you may know, I'm working with the Armada Area Chamber of Commerce on the parking situation. We're researching the situation and the contributing factors. And one of the early implicators that we see is that the C1 district does not have any parking requirements. I understand why it is the way it is. I just think it's contributing to the problem because business owners and building owners don't have to think about parking in any way, for any reason. Right? It's just not in their awareness. So some of the early research seems to indicate that employees and building tenants are taking up a considerable number of parking spaces in the C1. We're not really far along enough to say with certainty, but this could be a contributing factor to the stress that we have on Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sundays when there's
Yes.
no parking in town. So I just think it might be a good idea if planning could look at that and maybe going forward, create some sort of requirements for building owners and businesses, so that maybe owners and or tenants and or employees don't park in C1. I mean, however, whatever you guys come up with, I just think maybe it's time to consider that we can't just ever give everybody a free pass on parking.
Right.
You know, we're way too stressed as it is now. And the other thing is that my interactions from going to the council meetings is that I get the impression that council thinks that they don't have any responsibility in the situation and the business community should fix it for themselves, which, I mean, I agree, there are things the business community could do and is doing to educate and, you know, have employees park, whatever. But we don't make the rules, you guys are making the parking rules right now. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. 'Cause we can't make any substantive changes.
So Sam, you'd like to see us propose that employees would park in designated areas?
Sometime, you probably have to look at it, right? Because I think it's problematic in that how are you going to enforce it? But if
Right.
there were employee or tenant lots and maybe they had a sticker and maybe it was something, I don't know, but you know, there's development knocking on our doors now on both sides of the village and this is only going to get bigger,
Worse, yeah.
right? And businesses are stressed. They're having, you know, we're starting to tow cars because they're in private parking and
Right.
that, you know, you just don't want to go there.
No.
Um,
Did you research the the church parking lot? Did anybody?
We're talking to those people, and
Okay.
maybe there could be some overflow. Right, that's one of the ideas, is that employees and tenants can park outside of C1. And that's one of the things that the chamber, I mean, there are tenants, right, the business tenants and employees, so they can say that. One of the things we found too is that a lot of the people don't know where the municipal lots are. They don't know what their parking options are.
Right.
So now that most of the lots are striped in the C1 and C2 areas, it's very helpful, and we can make a map to direct it.
And they posted signs too. I noticed a big sign out there, municipal lot
Yeah, there's a
parking.
new municipal lot park, which helps,
I
all
think they
that.
did that all over, didn't they? Weren't they doing signage all over?
I don't
All
know,
of the
that's the
municipal
only one I've
parking.
seen.
What's that, Joe?
They're going to do it on all of them.
On all, yeah, on all municipal parking.
Yeah, so.
So hopefully that'll help.
That'll be good, and anything that adds up to more spaces for business, so businesses can grow, that's good for everybody.
Right.
Sure.
That's my comment.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Sam.
Thanks, Sue.
Yep.
Okay, we got about 30 seconds before we can have the closed section, right?
Slowly propose our motion here.
I will.
So do we have to end this meeting to start the public?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need a motion to step outside of the regular meeting and into
All right, so I make a motion to step out of our May
regular.
20th, today's 20th?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, May 20th meeting to move into our public,
hearing.
what do you call it? Public comment.
No public hearing
Public
Public hearing.
at,
What?
at
7:10 PM.
I second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
We are now in public hearing. So first thing I want to ask is if anybody here on the board has comments, questions, suggestions as far as all of our ordinance reviews.
One of the issues that is section 9.061, not allowing parking on unpaved surfaces or residential lot in the front yard. Stipulates which part of a corner lot could be considered a front yard for this section, and if you read it over, it's pretty much saying that you can only use the cement pipe for one car.
Okay.
Correct. And one of the issues I think we have to look at is fair week. If we say there's not gonna be any more parking on the front lawns, we've just eliminated all fair week. Of people, we'd have to enforce that nobody could park on any of the lots that these people, you know, the private residential people. So I think we have to take that into consideration, you know?
Right.
Because we're not, I don't think we're gonna do that, we're not gonna shut that down. Unless we'll have a riot in the streets. So,
Do they actually enforce the no parking in the front yards?
No.
Because someone down my street, their yard is just a muddy mess because they're tearing it up and parked right on the grass and,
well, I think that's what we're looking at here, correct?
yeah.
Mhm.
I know there's, are we on camera, Joe?
Yes.
Well, I do know there's some residential, truck, or not residential, I'm sorry, commercial trucks that are being parked on the side of the homes.
Oh.
And it looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible.
They're not mine.
Hmm?
They're not mine.
No, but I'm just saying it's, I guess,
Why can't you make an exception for parking during the fair?
For the
The
fair.
That's
same-
what we were.
Yeah,
The
that's-
same as you do for having yard sales. You use your front yard for yard sales. You know, there's certain days,
That's what we're discussing
Monday,
right
Tuesday.
now.
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I would, I don't know how you wanna word
So
that.
we'd have to have it for, special event parking. I mean, I'm sure the planner can help us out with the wording, but we'll have to have special event, I guess is what I'm thinking.
That sounds good to me, especially that.
Special event
Now,
exceptions.
would it be events or just event, just the?
Well,
fair,
if-
or would it be-
Like Joe was saying, you got the yard sales and everything.
Someone
So,
has a graduation
yeah,
party, right?
right,
They're handing
right.
tickets for people, or
Yeah,
Now, do they have to have permits for that?
No.
No. Okay. So, yeah, I think we could keep it to events, so that way we can wrap in the,
You might want
Yard
to
sales.
define events, because just like.
yeah, it's a
just
little
like
general, that's
Yeah.
pretty general.
My little grandson Mark's birthday party is today, so.
well, what about like, since we have it for parking, is that specified on time too? I mean, someone parks their car once in the yard, they're not probably a ticket, it's repeated,
Right, daily,
right?
daily,
So if someone's parking for just a garage sale, they're not there 5
No.
days in a row.
right.
Same with.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
guess
was,
that's
the
true.
fair is, I guess, a little bit long, but I even think someone has a car in their yard for a week. You know, it's not the greatest, but it's not.
Well, if
an
it's within the
everyday
time
thing.
frame of the fair, because you have to set
Yeah.
it up by the dates.
right, that's what we would have to do.
Yeah, so it wouldn't matter whether they were there one time for the whole time or in and
Right,
out.
stipulate that for the fair week.
Because nobody's gonna
That's
watch
what-
it that close to see if that car's moved.
That's what I'm saying, you selling it at their house, you know,
Yeah.
so
Maybe,
they
yeah.
do it, they got work on their car, if it takes them 2 or 3 days longer than they think.
Yeah, or they
It's-
got
it's those
family in that's
people-
going to the fair.
Yeah, so people who park every day and the lot starts killing, or the grass is mud, that's what we're trying to prevent, right? Not
Right.
just
Right.
the common sense use of your property for
Right.
temporary time.
Right.
Okay, so we need to add something,
So stipulate fair week exception and other events,
Short term.
short-term events.
short-term events, okay, and short-term events.
I'm saying if your parking doesn't extend more than a week, that would cover it automatically.
Well,
Then you wouldn't have to specify events or yard sales or
are
parties.
you
or
saying
anything.
a week at any given time during the
Yeah.
year?
But that's exactly what what the village wants stopped,
Yeah,
is the
we're trying
parking
to
that
get away
happens all the time, you know, you
Right.
come home from work and you park on your grass, oh, I don't.
Yeah, but that's like for, I mean, those are people doing it for the whole year, right?
Right,
Right.
They
So
don't
we-
want that parking at all, so we would only wanna make the exceptions
Right, for
for
events.
the fair, basically, but yes, any other short-term events.
Well, the yard sale one is already in the ordinances.
is it?
Okay.
It's not likely that the police would do anything if you're having a birthday party for the afternoon, right?
No,
They're-
they're not.
For
Right.
several hours, it's not a big deal.
No.
I am not in favor of having people park on unimproved surfaces whenever they want.
Right, and that's what we're trying to eliminate.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No.
That's shantytown.
We had a guy last year our sub park his trailer right on his lawn, on his front lawn, a big trailer, I'm talking, I don't know, 30-foot long,
Yeah.
it was huge. And he just parked it on his lawn, so the police kindly asked him to take it off, and he did. But, yeah, we don't want that kind of stuff.
Someone behind me has a trailer, a truck, another trailer, lots of stuff.
On their,
On their front grass.
On their grass.
Yeah,
oh, I think I know what you're talking
yeah, it's a lot.
But something else you gotta take into consideration, the older portions of town, I mean, this how, I mean, it was, the village was built in the horse and buggy time.
about. Right,
So you have a single wide driveway, and if you have multiple drivers, or like myself, I have to, in order to stay in compliance, I have to take one vehicle and take it out into the street and park it, put flashers on, run back up, go get my second vehicle that I wanna drive,
right, pull it out.
pull it out, put it up in
the
the front of the vehicle out in the street, turn on the flashers, run back to the first car, bring it back in, run back to the second car and leave.
Yeah.
A lot
So,
of communities are that way, smaller, older communities, Hazel Park, some of the rural neighborhoods where they were just a
Mhm.
single lane
Right,
driveway built in the, the big
Right.
boom
1800s.
spaces. It's still-
yeah, it is what it is, I still think we do have to have an ordinance of people not parking on their front lawns.
Yeah.
Just- They might not like it, but
And then how does that get enforced? I know we have a code enforcer, does that person just drive around and?
well, it'd be either that or the police, right?
Or, okay, or someone calling in
Police
a
could also
comment.
enforce it.
I think the code enforcer doesn't get involved unless there's a complaint.
That's right.
There has to be a complaint.
Is that how that works? Okay. Another thing that I was asked to address is that last meeting when we went over the natural fencing and we said, oh no, there it is, it's in the book.
Mhm.
The person that was questioning was saying that we do not have a stipulation on height for backyard natural fencing. And they were wondering if we could possibly put a restriction. We don't want 10-foot arborvitaes growing up over people's houses, I guess, is the suggestion that they're making. So we have no restriction on the height of natural fencing in the
backyard.
backyards. You know, regular fencing, we went 6 foot. Do we want to go the same with the natural fence? Do you like the ordinance the way we discussed it? Looking for comments here.
I don't mind if they have it higher than 6 foot, as long as it's not disrupting someone's property or,
Yeah, that seems like a hard one.
yeah.
Well, then you're effectively eliminating a lot of their choices for what they can plant,
Yeah.
because they grow taller than 6 feet.
Well, I'm just thinking
That's not
if
fair.
we put it at 6 feet, I know me, I gotta get out there in a ladder and cut it. You know, if we're saying that they could go higher than that, you know, how do you keep control, I guess is what they're looking at.
I mean, don't control
It's so
how tall
high.
a tree is, I mean,
Right.
you can really
Well,
control
yeah.
tall
Yeah.
bushes and back. I mean, always for safety issues, where we were talking about up front for visuals, and
Right,
kids running out.
right.
Isn't there an approved list of plantings and things that you can?
Yeah, and it's basically shrubbery, arborvitae's. I don't think those things really, they kind of reach a specific height, and I don't think they really go higher.
Yeah, my
I've
mom
never-
has some that haven't never been trimmed and they're tall, but they just stay tall. They don't like go over the neighbor's fence or
Mhm.
anything,
Right,
you
yeah,
know,
right.
or grow, I mean, they're pretty good, but yeah, I don't think they can get unlimited, height,
Right. I would think they'd die off, wouldn't they?
before they get 50 feet tall, they're gonna die. But they're excellent privacy. You know, if you got a
Right.
2-story house, you want
Absolutely.
privacy upstairs.
absolutely.
And you're in your backyard and not in your front yard,
The house that we were on in Spencer, remember they had the arborvitae's that
Mhm.
divided
two
the
properties.
two houses, so, yeah, they are very nice.
Yeah.
So what's our thought? Leave it as written?
That's my thought.
I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
I don't see a reason to change it because like was pointed out, if you've got trees,
Okay.
It would cause a lot of people a lot of headaches.
Yeah, that becomes a lot.
And we're trying to make it conducive for people, we're not looking for,
Make everything
Total
prohibited.
control.
Right.
Right.
Sorry, no
Okay.
trees.
Anybody got anything else? We would need a motion to leave the public hearing and
Make a
re-enter.
motion, May 20th at 7:21 to leave the public hearing portion of our meeting.
Support.
We need to re-enter.
And to re-enter
The
into
regular, or the-
to our regular planning.
yes.
Meeting support.
Okay, now we have a support. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are now out of public hearing and back into the regular meeting. Now, we will need a motion, in fact, here, let's just do it this way. Okay. I will make a motion to send the proposed changes to the village ordinances with the exception that we look into some type of parking restrictions for fair and special events, and possibly have a discussion with council regarding public in the C1 district. Okay. I can remember where I was at, sending it to council for their review. Yes,
Okay.
yes, I think I worded it all.
I think so.
I think so.
Need support on that?
I did.
go for
Go
it.
ahead, Kevin.
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor of sending the ordinance books with the proposed change, the proposed changes with our exceptions?
Aye.
Aye.
You might want to make it with council having an opportunity to suggest a change. Otherwise, you're gonna go right back to starting over again. You've got something in the ordinance that needs work. You're sending it to council because you think, you guys are, you're ready, you're done. So if you're sending it with the exception of something,
Well, I've gotta talk to the
Just
planner
gotta go to
first.
planner
and
first to get the exception.
I don't think you're ready.
I don't think so either.
Oh, so you have to do that first, and then do we have to come back and okay?
Okay, so we will void the motion to send to council until I can talk to the planner, and we'll have to wait until next month's meeting
Okay.
to send it to council.
So you rescinded the first one and
Yeah, we took, well, yeah,
Right.
I'm voiding out that motion, we are not sending it to council. I will get with the
to the
planner,
plan,
see what
yeah.
we can do for
That's
wording.
what I thought we were doing.
And I will talk to Dave regarding the C1 district parking and see if there's something we can't get set in stone for that. Okay. So, that ended our public hearing. Anybody got any comments? Public comment, anything anybody wants to discuss tonight? Okay, then I will need a motion at 7:23 p.m.
I can make a motion to adjourn the May 20th, 2024 Planning Commission meeting.
And a second,
Oh, sorry, at 7:24 p.m.
now a second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.